Okay, so here's the thing. I love Back to the Future. I don't even remember my first time watching it, to be honest, but I remember watching these movies on repeat from ages like 4 to when I die. Recently, I saw this post on our movies. How many days did Marty McFly spend out of time compared to how many days the rest of the world experienced in 1985 throughout the entire trilogy? Well, I saw this and I took it as a challenge. And after I stopped playing Fortnite, I ran to my computer and booted up my 2002 copy of Back to the Future's Part 1, 2, and 3. I then had to stop halfway through to go to work, but I finished the next day and here we are now. So basically what we're going to do here is watch all 3 movies in an attempt to tell the exact times Marty jumps from time to time and add up all the time he spent to figure out how long he was out of time. Back to the Future Part 1 is probably the easiest to decipher when it comes to telling the times he jumps, because he only does it twice, and both times are clearly shown on screen. After Doc gets shot, Marty drives from the Libyans and teleports from October 26th, 1985 at 1:35 a.m. He jumps backwards to November 5th, 1955 at 6 a.m. Marty spends a week or so planning to feel up his mother, give his father some much-needed confidence, and punching Biff with Eric Stoltz's hand. No, really, look it up. That shot is Eric Stoltz's hand. Marty leaves 1955 on November 12th at 10:04 p.m., returning home 10 minutes early at 1:24 a.m. October 26th, spending a total of 7 days, 16 hours, and 4 minutes. Marty goes to bed and wakes up the next morning. Back to the Future 2 starts with Doc telling Marty and Jennifer that they gotta go help their kids. Marty protests, and Doc says it'll be fine, in and out, 20-minute adventure. This time, Marty, Doc, and Jennifer travel from October 26, 1985 at 10:28 a.m. to October 21st, which is my birthday by the way, 2015 at 4:29 p.m. From there, they spend a couple hours saving his kids, planning to cheat at sports betting, and letting old man Biff steal a time machine. They leave 2015 at 7:28 p.m. on the same day they got there, and travel back to 1985A at 9 p.m., adding another 2 hours and 59 minutes to our total. From there, Marty finds out that old man Biff gave young man Biff the sports almanac, effectively putting him on track to win the presidential race in 2016. After some sexual confusion and attempted murder, they leave 1985A at 2:42 a.m. on October 27th, adding another 5 hours and 42 minutes to our total. Marty and Doc leave Jennifer in 1985A and travel back, and you're not going to believe this, but November 12th, 1955.
I don't believe it!
They appear at 6 a.m. on the day of the famous Hill Valley lightning storm and attempt to steal the book back from Biff while not messing with things they already did the day before. The movie ends with the time machine getting struck by lightning and Doc getting teleported back to 1885. Can we imagine how screwed Marty would have been at that point? Like, if Doc just blew up and died, and Marty had no time machine because his past self was just about to leave? Marty's suspicion that Doc died is settled when he gets a 70-year-old letter from blacksmith Emmett Brown in 1885, confirming the Doc is still alive. Now, Back to the Future Part 3 is where I came into some trouble. I'll explain when I get there. The movie starts with Marty going to 1955 Doc and telling him that he's back from the future and needs his help traveling back to 1885 to help future Doc in the past. So Marty and Doc spend some time fixing the time machine to send Marty back to 1985. When lo and behold, they find Doc's grave. And Marty knows he has to go back and save future Doc in the past. Okay, so here's where the tricky part came in. I couldn't for the life of me get a clear shot of the time counter in the DeLorean. I tried the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie, and I just couldn't find a frame that featured the current time. I tried so hard, and I got so far, and in the end, it didn't even matter. I laid in bed thinking of some way I could salvage all the research I had done when it hit me. Robert Zemeckis was a very thorough writer, so he must have had written it down somewhere. I searched for a script of the movie online, and it wasn't there. But then it hit me again. Could it be in the novelization? So what did I do? Heck yeah, everybody. Look at that. Got the book in. Hell yeah. Video coming out sometime soon. Marty leaves 1955, November 16th at 10 a.m. So that means Marty stayed in 1955 for another 4 days and 4 hours. In the movie, they say that Marty will arrive in 1885 on the date of September 2nd at 8 a.m. He spends the next couple of days confirming the theory that every McFly looks like Marty. Oh, yeah, so Doc falls in love with Claire Clayton and they fly off into the sunset as Marty travels back to 1985. He leaves the Old West on September 7th at 9 a.m., according to the time clock as it fades out towards the end of the movie. giving Marty another 5 days and 1 hour in 1885, bringing our final total to 17 days, 5 hours, and 45 minutes. You hear they're remaking a Match Made in Space? So, thanks for watching. I've actually been trying to put this video together for a couple of weeks now. Every time I made some progress, there was some times that it just pushed me back, and I lost the video a couple of times. I re-recorded it, and I was waiting for some things to come in. But we're here, and I'm glad that we have finished. You know the usual, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and like the video and all that kind of stuff. It really helps me out. If you're a big nerd like me and you love Back to the Future, make sure to click this video up here. Captain Disillusion did a series of videos called VFX Cool, where he talks about the effects and everything that went into making the Back to the Future trilogy, and it's a really interesting watch if you like filmmaking and you like Back to the Future and that kind of stuff. If you also love things like Back to the Future, you may really like Quantum Leap. I did a video recently where I remade the Quantum Leap intro using clips from Back to the Future while I was preparing for this one. So if you like both of those, you can click these and go watch them. Alright. Thanks. Y'all. You guys have a... See ya. You have a good night.